this is my Rube Goldberg machine, the waste disposal automatico. Step one of my machine, which is the only touch I actually have to do, is pushing this car with wheels and axles on it down the inclined plane, which that's step one, then hits the ball and rolls down this inclined plane, which is step two, which hits this pencil case, which pulls the pulley and lifts this up, step three. In the pencil case, there's just like a bunch of screws and Legos, which is just sort of weighs it down, so it's easier to lift this up. And this, when it gets pulled up, there's actually a lever on it with double-sided tape, so it easily lifts like that, which lets the ball easily roll up. And there's a little string here, which these two sticks then hit when this gets pulled up, which releases the ball. And that's step four, which rolls down this inclined plane and hits these dominoes. Step five, dominoes go. Hit this special domino, which actually has a wedge on the top, which hits a ball that should be here, actually this one. And then that rolls down this inclined plane and hits these dominoes, step six, which hit this special domino with a string attached to it, which pulls this down, step seven, onto this mouse trap, which triggers this lever, step eight, that launches this catapult, step nine. So in my Rube Goldberg machine, it actually has 11 simple machines, which includes 4 levers, one here in the mouse trap, one here in this paper clip, and one here in the other paper clip that actually propels my catapult. And the last lever is actually here in my box mechanism. Then I have one wheel and axle. Well, it's really 4 wheels and 2 axles, but I just count it as one. That rolls down because it's just one machine. And I have 4 inclined planes, one here. I have one here. I have one here with the chair, which is raised by these books, which creates the incline. And I have one here in the popsicles. I actually have a pulley, as you can see, and a wedge, which creates my 11 simple machines. Okay, so I did have some difficulties with my machine. These difficulties were actually, at first, getting the car here to hit the ball. It was quite hard until I added my little dude with his spear to sort of poke the ball. This whole contraption was just a nightmare. I had to add extra strings here. I had to, my sidewalls at first, which I just built out of tape, I had to reinforce. I had to do a whole tunneling system. Had to add extra wires to sort of keep it straight. Had to tie it from all 4 corners, so that was just a nightmare. And one other difficulty was getting this domino to weigh the right weight to actually hit the ball without being too heavy that the domino wouldn't stand up. And it was quite hard. I had to fill it with a bunch of rocks. And some things that I would change probably were actually building the domino out of Lego. Because that would have been heavier than, I had like very thin, flimsy pieces of wood. That would have been a bit heavier. Hopefully would have made it work better. And also making these wheels more round to help it actually go straight. Because it's a little wonky and sort of hard to aim sometimes. Now let's see if this thing works.